The Dow continued higher. Notice how it's been using the T-line as support. This alone just tells you very simply that as long as you're trading above the T-line, your uptrend is still in progress. The NASDAQ, as we can see, opened here and closed here. So it closed above where it opened, even though it's still down 30 points on the day. So the NASDAQ is still in a slow uptrending channel, but it may take it a while to start building up some steam. It definitely needs to get back up above the T-line. This puts a lot of stocks, such as NVIDIA, in a situation where it's trying to stay up above the T-line, but it's just holding its own at this point. It shouldn't be bought. It's being prepared to be bought, but needs further confirmation. The same scenario can be applied to the Amazon chart. After a big steady uptrend and then the break of last week, telling you it's still trying to heal and it looks like it's supporting at the 50, but should not be an aggressive buy or going after it until it closes back up above the T-line. This puts a lot of stocks right now in situations where they're still okay. They're just setting up for the appropriate time to get back in. But this allows investors to go to other markets. For example, look at what's happened in August lean hogs. Started closing below the T-line after a big uptrend. Tried to come back up again, had an evening star signal. And note what's been going on. It has not been able to close above the T-line. Stochastic's heading down. The first likely target is probably back here to the 50-day moving average. And if you analyze the August live cattle chart, after the big bearish engulfing signal, they couldn't get back up above the T-line. They're now down here at the 50 doing a doji. So candlestick analysis is relatively simple. We can see the stochastics are still heading down. They're not quite in the oversold area. We've had a doji right here at the 50, and we know the simple rule of the doji. If it opens positive, more than likely, it's going to move in the direction of how they open it. That's the simple rule of the doji. And if they do it right smack dab on the 50-day moving average, giving you that much more evidence that that's where the buying has occurred. On the other hand, if it opens lower, we know the simple rule of the doji. It's going to move in the direction of how they open it. They could start trading it down, doing a bearish doji sandwich, which would imply that the 50 is not acting as support. There's still more downside. These simple rules applied to human nature work time after time, and that's why the candlestick signals are so accurate as far as identifying what's going on in investor sentiment and which way a trend will be moving. That'll be it. We'll see you in the chat rooms.